Welcome to Pioneer Support, here to ensure you stay FICSIT compliant and production efficient by answering your questions. Today's question is from Evil6479. He asks, I built a train network and I'm trying to figure out how to organize how many trains I use and for what purpose. Should I have a train for each factory, or a train with all iron ingots, and a separate train with all copper ingots? How do you handle this? Well, I have a very straightforward way of doing this that you can use over and over again. But first, please like and subscribe. This is, kind of imperative for us. It keeps the channel going. And also, failure to subscribe may result in reduced efficiency, increased spaghetti, and worst of all, disappointing Wilbur. And if you have any questions that you'd like to ask and make that I can make a video for you, please put them in the comments, and I'll do my best to do so. Also, if you want all my maps, blueprints, 5 years with them, by the way, go to patreon.com/support. Yeah, so the advantage of trains fundamentally is you can move a lot of product efficiently, right? So if you need to move large amounts of anything, use a train. So what does that mean? Well, yes, you were talking about ingots. This is how I have mine. So you can see here I have a screw train, very important because you make a lot of screws, iron ingots, packed nitro. These are all things that kind of live around the map in different places, but I need them circulated. So yeah, I would definitely say it's not like a hard and fast rule, like you always have to do ingots, you always have to do this and that. But if it's a large amount of material that you need to move around the map, put it on a train. You will never regret doing that. As an example, here you can see this is my fused modular frame factory facility, and it needs a lot of different things. So I basically make everything here from the raw materials that I get in, right? I get my steel, I get my iron ingots, get my screws, and concrete. And in this way, I have everything I need on site. And as you can see, this is docked, right? So, but it's not unloading, which means that I have more than enough material here to make the item that I need, right? So again, just as long as you're overfilling at the stations, then you will never be hampered by the fact that your materials may be halfway across the map. Doesn't matter. You're going to get them there on the train. They're going to get more than they need. Desert Depot supplies. Yeah, so this is kind of random supplies. I also have a supply train that runs around with things that are being manufactured throughout the map. This is a little bit of a vestigial part now. This was before dimensional depots were actually in the game, but I still like the idea of it. Basically, everywhere has its own sort of depot of materials, and they kind of live in one specific train here. But yeah, as you can see, like obviously, I love trains. I've done a lot with trains. But yes, just that's the basic rule of thumb. If you need to move a lot of material, put it on a train. Yes, I would have a train for each item. So one iron ingot train, one copper ingot train, one aluminum ingots train, one screws train. That you can't go wrong with that approach. So thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. It really helps out. And also, if you want to support a little bit more, go to patreon.com/pioneer support. And hey, if you have any questions, I'd really love to answer them in a video, so leave them below.